Now starting, all attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everybody. This is Head Instructor of Internet Marketing Training Center, Mark. If you are on the webinar with me right now, you might be seeing the person Tom Antion. That's because it's his account, but trust me, I'm not him. Anyway, welcome to another live call. Today we are going to be discussing a little bit more of keyword research. We've had some other calls about keyword research and using keyword tools, but this is a little different. This is going to be spying on our competition, but it's going to be ethically spying on our competition. There's a couple things that we can do. Some of them are a little nerdy. They might look technical, but they're not difficult. So just follow along with me. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the question box. If this is a replay, you can feel free to email me at any point and ask me questions regarding this live call. Okay, so what does ethically spying on your competition mean? Well, why don't we go through the steps and it'll make a lot more sense. First off, let's find some competition. So most of you know about your business, and usually there's going to be somebody out there on the internet that is doing something similar to what you want to do. Might not be exactly the same thing, but there must be somebody that you say, I want to be like this person, or I follow them and they're cool, I want to be like them. So what I would suggest is you start with them first. So let's go to, I'm going to pick a random keyword, and I'm just going to use Google and see what comes up. So let's say my business is fancy socks, or maybe just socks. SOCKS. Okay, so we put in some socks, and these are ads. I'm not going to pay attention to the ads. They kind of bought their way to the top. But then we have these other ones, Happy Socks, Stance, Zappos. Of course, there's going to be a lot for socks, but I want to be like them. So what should I do? Well, first off, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the results. I'm going to look at the description of the results. So Happy Socks online store, fun and crazy socks for men, women, and kids. Okay, so if I was doing keyword research, I might have this on my list of keywords, or I might not, but fun socks, crazy socks. Okay, so now I have two keyword phrases that I might be able to focus on later. I'll have to do a little bit more research later and see how well fun socks and crazy socks comes out, but at least they're on my list. Then I'm going to go down and look at the next description. Bold and original stance socks are made for inspired individuals with fresh design, premium materials, cradle feet, comfort, and creativity. Okay, so I can't take too much out of this, maybe comfort and creativity, but those are kind of bland in general. You could have a bed comfort, you could have a couch comfort, you could have sock comfort, shoe comfort, and so on and so forth. So maybe sock comfort, foot comfort, something along those lines. I could write a blog post about foot comfort and, of course, mention my awesome socks. So that is just looking at the description. Now, socks is pretty big. I want to find something that's a little bit even smaller when it comes to a niche. Okay, so I'm not saying that you guys should. I'm just going to use that for our live call. So instead of socks, I always like authors, and so let's do I don't know, if anybody wants to put something in the question box as an idea. Writers Conference, I like that one. Let's try that. Writers Conference. I'll just do generic Writers Conference. Okay, so again, I'm not going to pay attention to the ads. I mean, you can, but I really want to look at the people that actually worked their way up to the top. And let me put my results on worldwide so we don't get just my results. There we go. Okay, so we have Writer's Digest, Learn from the Experts, connects with some of publishings, knowledgeable writers, agents. These are just quick keyword ideas I'm getting just from the descriptions. Okay, so the descriptions are important. And there is a plugin. You can use one of your SEO plugins if you're using WordPress. These SEO plugins will help you have a description that appears here when somebody finds your website on Google and they read the description. You can choose what it says, and that's all with the SEO. So Yoast SEO. What's the other one? All-in-one SEO pack. I don't know if that one's still good, but that was one in the past. Anyway, let's actually take a look at some of these websites now. So now we're going to go in and actually look at the website. So I'm going to go with this one, Writer's Digest Annual Conference. Okay, so I come to the site. I look at the site, but I'm not looking for pretty things. I'm not looking for design right now. I'm looking for keywords is what I'm looking for. So pictures and everything are great, but I'm going to be looking, first thing I'm going to look at is at the top, the title bar up at the top here. So if I hold my mouse over this title bar, it says the same thing, Writers Digest Annual Conference. Okay, it's got a couple keywords in there, writers, I guess, but let's see what else we have here. So first off, we have home, scheduled speakers, agents and editors. Agents and editors is related to speakers, so those could be keyword terms. So what they did was they did a smart thing. This is a clickable link. So anytime you have keywords on your site, that's good. But if you have keywords that are also a link, that gives it a little bit more juice. So try to do that in the content of your site. Pitch slam, I'm not sure what that is. Explore travel, those are just kind of general terms. Those aren't really keywords. But let's look farther down. Publishing's most respected and knowledgeable. Again, we see that. Queries, okay, they're talking about queries and slamming a pitch. Okay, pitches is another keyword phrase, I'm sure. And of course, you know your business more than I do. I don't know all the the keywords that writers are using. So hopefully you guys would know. Maybe industry insiders, that's a little general. We would maybe want like publishing industry insiders. And then farther down, right? Better get published. Okay, that's a couple keywords. The conference is the main keyword. It's not the main keyword, but if so, that's the one that I typed in. So that's what came up here. And then of course directions and stuff like that. So now in this example, this is for a specific event. So this website is going to be taken down relatively quickly. So they aren't really trying to build up a lot of traffic. They're not really trying to, do the long haul because they're going to change it next year. But maybe they will build upon that website next year. I'm not sure. Let's try to find another one. Maybe we can find a blogger. There we go. Well, this one's different. Oh, it's another conference. Yeah, of course I typed in conference. Well, let's see what they have. Okay, so now this one, I don't know if it's C1E or SUNE. It's another writers conference. The conference, not really. Our faculty, no, not really good for keywords. The blog, no. I mean, you could just have writers blog. That at least has the word writers in it, not the blog. So that's not too good. They're not doing a good job. Okay, now let's take a look at this. This is interesting, and this is what you guys should also pay attention to. If they did the website correctly, okay, then in a perfect world, you want keywords to be clickable items. Remember, I said that. So we would look over this and see talented writers. That's not too bad. Better understanding of craft, learning from the best minds in the industry. The best minds in the industry, if I just took that alone, I don't really know what that means. I know it's on a writer's website in this example, but if somebody just copied and pasted it on a piece of paper, it's not niche specific. So it's not really a good keyword. So talented writers is better than the best minds in the industry. About our story, not good. Preeminent faculty, not good. Wonderful staff, not good. Apply to join us, not good. So this one is a little rough. They could fix it up with, at least the word writers, at least maybe conference is clickable. Here it is once, but not that good. Let's see, writers. I want to see like a blog. Writers Digest, Florida Writers Conference blog. Let's take a look at this one. Now, this one's very specific. Florida Writers Conference. This is a WordPress blog. It's a free one, so I don't know how well they're going to do optimization. Let's see here. I'm going to take a look at another one. Writers Conference. Yeah, okay. Well, that's interesting. Writers Conference blog. Creative Crossroads. Creative Crossroads. It's a brand name. It doesn't have keywords in it that much. But what else? Articles, media. Yeah, we have a lot of articles. Creative writing, good. Writing contest, good. Teen writing workshop, good. Of course, he's using the one word writing, but at least he's got keywords that are clickable. Link to the website. And some okay stuff. Okay, now I'm going to go back to some of the original ones. And I'm going to go even farther back to this Writers Digest annual conference. Okay, so that's one thing we're going to do. We looked at the title bars. We looked at the content in the paragraphs. We looked at their clickable links. If their clickable links were fully optimized, they would have keywords in them. And hopefully that will give you some ideas of of content that you can create on your own. So when I say that, of course, there's something about agents and editors. Maybe you could say, hey, you know what? I should do a video about agents, and then I should do a video about editors, or I should do a blog about agents. I should do a blog or an article about editors. See what I'm doing? You're just coming up with ideas based around these keywords that other sites are using. Now, I'm going to get a little technical here, but don't get scared. It's not too difficult. But what I'm going to do is, on my website, I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose View Page Source. It depends on the browser, but some browsers might say View Source. They might not say View Page Source. But this has to be in an empty area that is not clickable. So my mouse is not over anything that will click, like a button. It's just plain old empty space. And I right clicked, View Page Source. Now, when I go to this view page source, it's going to be a bunch of code, and you need to read all of it. No, I'm just kidding. You don't need to read all of it. We just need to find actually one specific thing. And it's very easy to search all of this stuff without having to search through all of this stuff. And it depends on your computer, if you have a Mac or PC, but I'll help you out. But we're going to do a keyboard shortcut. On the PC, it will be the Control key and the F key, okay? And on a Mac, it's going to be Command F. Hopefully everybody can see that. There we go. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm on a Mac, so I'm going to do Command F. And when I do that, I am going to have a little search bar come up. It's over here for me on the right. If on a Windows machine, it might appear on the bottom, but it will be on the screen somewhere, so look for it. Control F on a PC, Command F on a Mac. Now what I'm going to do is I want to look for keywords. So I'm going to type in keywords in this code. And what comes up, it says 1 of 1 results. And it's right here, keywords. And then it says content. Well, I want to know what that content is right here. Writer's Digest Conference, WD Conference, Writing Conference 2015, which honestly, for this website that's strictly focused on Writing Conference for 2015, these are pretty good. And I'm not here to judge exactly what they're doing, but I'm here to get a couple ideas. So WD Conference, hey, I didn't know that was a term for a writer's conference. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I could throw that into an article somewhere as a tag. I could throw that into a video somewhere, and I could maybe get some of this traffic from Writer's Digest. Maybe, maybe not. You have to pay attention to these things, but it's something just to say I can put it on the list, my keyword list. Let's do another website. So I'm going to just close this, and I'm going to go to another one of our websites that we talked about earlier here. Oops. Let's go forward there. Not that forward. Okay, let me watch me fiddle around here. Let's go to Writers Conference, Colonies and Workshops. Poets and Writers. This is a different website that I didn't go to before, but let's take a look. I've never heard of colonies. Has anybody heard of a writer's colony or a writers? I've never heard of that. Maybe somebody knows. Writers Workshops. Hey, that's a good one. Maybe I should add that to the list. Poets and writers. Now we're getting a little bit more nichified, specifically for poets, which is another great term that you might want to include in a blog post, article, and so on. And then I look through these, and they have a couple articles. The benefits of attending a writers conference or colony. Wow, that's pretty good. Writing workshops and writing groups. Another really good one. These are all clickable too. Online writing workshops, very good. And other resources. If they really wanted to bump it up, they could do other resources, or they could do other writing, other author resources, publishing resources, stuff like that. You see, I'm trying to sneak in some, not sneak in, I'm trying to put in some keywords. So here we go. I was about to say, I want to find clickable links in here. They have a couple that actually do have keywords. So again, really nice. And even more down here, publishing your book. So wow, again, really nice. But let's take a look at the back end. So I'm going to right click again and view page source. Again, all of this code that I want you to wade through. And I'm going to look for keywords. Okay. And 1 of 1. Here we go. So it's stuck down here. And let's see what we get. Anything, nothing. Name, keywords. ID search theme form, keys under the terms. No. Interesting. So they don't have keywords unless they are in somewhere else, but I don't see it in my search, so that's very interesting. Another thing that I could do is look for description, and there's only one description, and it's just a big clickable link, so that doesn't really help us either. So this is interesting. Do they have keywords? I don't know. I don't think so. They could add some, and it would probably even help them even more. The fact that they do all of their clickable links really good is helping them. So if they put some keywords in here, it would help them as well. Oh, they're using JavaScript. Okay. Well, JavaScript doesn't really help them out too much. One other thing we can do on this website that I didn't do in the other one, but I could still do it. I can take a look to see if they have anything called a tag. And there's many different tags, but I only need to find one. And it's called an H1, H as in house. So H1, I'm just going to type in H1 all together. And they have a couple H1 tags. And if you've ever listened to Tom, or if you've been through the classes that have to do with tags and on your website, then H1, or you will know that H1 is one of the most important, at least one of the most important to put in keywords. The search engines do value the other H2, H3, but they value H1 as the most important. So let's see what they have here. Writers' conferences, good. Colonies, good. And workshops, really good. They have another one as well. Oh, it's the end. So that's all they have. So if anything, they could maybe put another H1 tag on a paragraph or something, and it would boost them up a little bit more. But what we were doing is we were going to look at their H1 tags to get ideas. And so really, we did, from just looking at the website, looking on the back end didn't help us that much. Okay, that's okay. We still got some ideas. Now, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. You can do this over and over and over, and you can do this just on Google, and you can do this on their website, but you can also do the same thing on, of course, my favorite website, YouTube. So why don't we go over there and take a little sneak peek? So we can go to YouTube here, and we did writers' conferences before. Let's do self-publishing. That's an easy one. Okay, so of course we have about 109,000 results for self-publishing. And again, I'm just going to study my competition. Now this time what I'm going to do, since I'm on YouTube, I want to look, of course, I want to see that there's no ads. If there's an ad, I'm going to disregard that one. But I'm also going to pay attention to the number of views. I want to find some that have a large number of views. Now when I mean a large number of views, I mean a large number of views just on this page that has come up. So don't compare your results to this one. If there's 31,000 views on this example, this is for publishing. If you have 4,000 as the topmost video out of all of the videos, then take a look at that one. So we're just trying to find very popular ones. And it looks like there's 10,000. That's a long one. Here's 245,000 ebook self-publishing. They probably help pump that because this is a website. I want to find a Joe Schmo that has a good amount of views. So here we go. Up at the top again, a beginner's guide to the world of self-publishing. Wow, great title. That's a good one for your list. Beginner's guide to the world of self-publishing. Break it down. Of course, you're going to have self-publishing, beginner's guide. Let's take a look at the video. It's a long video, which I'm not going to talk about the content. You can actually listen to the content, go through the content, and listen to what they have to say, and I'm sure you would find some great ideas from that. I'm not going to do that right now, but yes, you could. Another thing that you could do, if they still have it now, there we go. Of course, you're going to read through the description. The description will, if done correctly, will have some keywords in here that you could probably, again, get ideas from. Successfully self-publish your own work. Okay, that's a good one. I never thought of it worded that way. Publish your own work. So maybe that's something that I should pay attention to. And then they have some other keywords in here. Creative writing, course director of media publishing. So not too much, but still good video, good title. We can again do the source trick. Right click and view page source. And again, we're going to do the keyword searcheroo. I'm going to type keywords. And here we have it highlighted right here. Self-publishing, publishing industry, book, Full Sail because that's their website, and creative writing. not too bad, really. Let's see if they have any more. There actually is some hidden in this gobbledygook, which, in my opinion, is not worth it. And no, they don't. So, okay, self-publishing, publishing, creative writing, pretty common. Terms that we would pretty much know if we're looking for creative writing stuff. So, at least this video gave us a couple ideas. Let's take a look at another one. Self-publishing costs.
Hello everyone, my name is
Okay, she's young. Self-publishing costs 11,000 views, and that was about a year, 2 years ago at the time of this. Okay, so again, here we go. We're going to look through all of this, pay attention to what she has to say, pay attention to the title. Actually, cost is a great one. And I didn't say this in the other video, but I looked through the questions and comments. Look at the second question. Did you purchase your own ISBN or barcode? Hey, ding, ding, ding. Somebody wants to know that. That is a great article, blog post. Even if they answered it here in the comments, article or blog post. If one person's looking for it, other people are. Which companies print your books? Ding, ding, ding. Another one. How is your book doing? You can do a replay of how your product is doing, how your website's doing. That's another content building thing. Make sure you put keywords in there. And then, okay, book tour. Hey, book tour. I never thought about using that keyword. So, okay, good. So comments, another good idea. And let's see what she used for her keywords. Did she? BookTube. Okay, that's something if I was never heard of it, I would have to Google it and look it up. But she used it. Interesting. Book blog. I like that. Reading, book, novel, writing advice. Okay, writing tips. Yep, her name. Teen author. Okay, so she's a little bit more nichified. Essence. Not sure what that is. How to write a book. How to publish a book. Yes. How to. Anything how to is great. So if you see videos that do that, if you see websites or blog posts that do that, how to do this, how to do that, people are always looking for that, and it's how to whatever it is probably a great keyword. Okay. So YouTube lets you do the same thing. So you can look at YouTube videos and find out keyword ideas. You can look at websites and find out keyword ideas. You can look at the search results and find keyword ideas and content ideas. Now, this on top of using keyword tools can really get you a good start, a good backbone to creating, content that will build traffic to your sites. And that's pretty much it for spying on your competitions. Ethically, there's a lot more things you can do. But we were just talking about keywords for this example. Okay, so any questions, please put them in the question box. Hopefully you guys are familiar. We do have a question already. So you're saying use the word how to and add what you're teaching them? Absolutely. Absolutely. People are always writing in, hey, how do I do this? How to, there we go, look what came up. How to tie a tie, how to make French toast, how to crochet. These are like automatic inputs, so yours may be different. But if you're ever thinking of an idea of a product or something, you might want to look at these. Hey, how to tie a tie, I can make a product based off of that. But going back to that, yes, how to self-publish, how to publish a book. I'm going to put it in phrases, whoops. And I want that exactly, and I want to see what comes up. So about 332,000 results for people that are just typing in how to publish a book. So how do I, you can actually do a video that says how do I blank or how to blank. Let's see if there's a difference. How do I publish a book? Yeah, 293 million. Well, because I didn't put the quotes around it. Pardon me, sorry, don't get too excited. That's my fault. Quotes will narrow it down to just this sentence. It won't mix the words up and all of that. So 38,000 results. So not as good, but still 38,000 results in my world. I would probably do a blog post or video or something related to this topic. How do I, how to, stuff like that. What about creating a keyword? Okay, good question. Creating a keyword for what? Most of you, if you're not very famous yet, your name would be creating a keyword, and you want to brand. If some of you might want to brand your name, and then at that point, yeah, you would be trying to create your name as a keyword. If that's what you mean, yes. If not, you can always make up a random word that doesn't mean anything, and that is known as the secret tag trick on YouTube. But you can even use it on your website as well. But that's really just going to be for bookkeeping and keeping all your stuff together. at least on the website side of things, it'll just keep everything nice and neat because there will be at least one keyword in there that's always the same, but people aren't going to be typing in some random keyword in Google. And if you need more clarification, I can help you out with it. Let me know. For instance, we're doing a Golden Flogger Award, and so I'm billing that. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, it's tough because you're trying to get awareness, and so you're trying to get people to find it first. So how do they find it? Well, they have to find it through other keywords that are kind of rotating around Golden Blogger Award. And you, I'm sure, know other keywords that are related to that could get people and say, hey, if you like this, whatever harness, you might like Golden Flogger. You can get the Golden Flogger Award or something like that. You see what I'm trying to do? Tie one keyword in to get the traffic, so then you can make awareness. Oh, you have authors advertising. Have authors advertising for it. Okay, great. Well then, yes. Well then, you need to start doing content. I mean, you know this, but you need to do more content because people will start to search for it. Yep. You have to use the bigger keywords that already have traffic to get awareness for the ones that you're trying to make a keyword. After time, it'll come up. Yes, if you start building content for it, absolutely. Yeah, and actually you will. So combining them, Charlie, I'm a little confused. Charlie, just get a little bit more detailed, and I'll help you out. But yeah, I like to ride off the popularity of a keyword that's already people are searching for. And then when you get that traffic, you can make them aware of this new thing, whatever it is. And since you have authors advertising for it, then yeah, you need to start making content for that. And it's going to be slow going at first, traffic-wise, but the more awareness, it's going to keep coming. And you're going to be the only one because it's your turn. So that's really cool. Okay, so Charlie has a bunch of good questions. Making a keyword is very interesting. Doesn't really have to do with spying on your competition unless you want to follow somebody who did the same thing. But still, I mean, you'd have to go back and look at everything that they did. But not really has to do with keyword research, but it could be interesting. Maybe there's some case studies on that. I'd be interested in that. But yeah, very good questions. Any other questions regarding this? Hopefully the technical stuff wasn't too eye-crossing. You don't have to read through all of that junk. You just have to find those small words, Okay, so what we're going to do is this call is being recorded. This live call is being recorded, so it will be available in the school. And you can always contact me, email me, contact me in the school portal if you have any more questions about this stuff. This is just adding on to using the SEM Rush and ubersuggest.org and even the Google AdWords keyword tool to build your keyword list. Okay, guys, so talk to you soon. Have a good one, and thanks for showing up.